Hey ladies, are we ready for some tea?
Yes.
All right, Healing Power of Tea. We're happy to welcome once again Dr. Holmberg, who has been with us before, and I know many of you already are acquainted with him. He's got quite a story, and I won't attempt to tell it, but he, because of some of his own health issues as he was growing up, decided to become a chiropractor because he had received some help that he needed during that time. So he has a very thriving practice, and more than that, he has a huge heart that he wants to help people, and it's more about that for him than anything else. So we're happy to have Dr. Greg Holmberg on the Healing Power of Tea. Please welcome him.
All right, as Diana said, are you teetotalers ready for me today? It's most popular in Japan and China. It is very popular here, but it does have other effects that it can do for you as well. It can raise your metabolism, okay? For those of you that feel a little tired, fatigued, I thought that might be something important to know about. Now, it does have caffeine in it, which does help, but not very much. Only about 30 milligrams per 8 ounces, versus coffee, which has about 200, okay? It also helps a lot with, or can help with, appetite suppressing. They found out that in the brain there's enzymes that create appetite, and that green tea can suppress that. Okay, in various studies. Just something I thought I'd share with you as well. It also, as you can see, can help maintain cholesterol levels. And it can also help with blood sugar levels too. Okay? Oolong tea. Has anybody tried oolong tea or heard of oolong tea? Yeah. Oolong tea can also be called oolong tea. Okay? It's got two different names to it. It's got a full-bodied flavor to it. Okay? It's got a strong aroma and pretty tasty. Now, it is somewhat fermented. Okay? So it has about 15% of what caffeine of a cup of coffee would have. So it's about 15% of what coffee has as far as caffeine. It's the one that when you go to Chinese restaurants, you're usually served oolong tea. We'll sidebar on that.
In comparison to white tea and green tea, how much more caffeine?
Right. Oolong tea has more, it has about, you're looking at, with white tea, you're probably looking at about 30 milligrams, about 30 milligrams for green tea. Oolong tea, about 50 milligrams. So a little bit more caffeine, okay? Now black tea, I know we've all heard of black tea, yeah? All right, obviously. Now, because it is fully fermented, it doesn't have as many of the cancer-fighting agents, immune system enhancers as the other ones do. The fermenting process takes some of that away. So it's 20% of what coffee would be in a cup of coffee. It can range up to 100 milligrams of caffeine per 8 ounces. Okay? Black tea is the most popular, of course, in the world. It is most popular in America and also the United Kingdom. Okay? And like I said, it doesn't have as many properties in it as the other teas do. Herbal teas. Anybody try herbal teas? Yeah, herbal teas. Yeah, different, aren't they? Now, herbal teas are not really considered a tea by trade. They come from a different plant. They're called a tisane. They don't come from the camellia plant like the other teas do. And they're usually called herbal infusions, okay? Now, there's three types of herbal infusions, okay? You have rooibos, mate, and you also have one that is commonly used as what we call just a herbal infusion, where you have fruit, flower, and actually the buds of the tea leaf. So it's got 3 little items in there, okay? It doesn't have caffeine, except for the mate style, okay? Now, with most of these, especially green tea, you're gonna see it in also this tea as well, they have more antioxidant fighting power than vitamin C or vitamin E have. Okay, so in that area, I thought that'd be something you want to know about. Very helpful for antioxidant power. Okay, 10 health benefits of tea. There's a lot more than 10, and some of these are combined, but in order to get the maximum benefit of the tea, there's a couple things you need to know. First off, decaffeination. Does anybody like decaffeinated tea? In tea terms, you want to go all the way. Get the caffeinated kind. Because decaffeination, the process, takes a lot of the good stuff out of the tea. Okay? Another thing to keep in mind, there's 3 types of teas. There's brewed tea. Anybody brew the tea? Best way to do it. You get the maximum benefit of the tea leaf. Secondarily, thirdly, is sweet tea, which I want to go with that one. How many people here like the sweet tea? Okay, all right. Now with sweet tea, you have the sugar aspect, okay, and you don't have much leaf in there. And so it doesn't have as many cytokines or antioxidant power, okay, and so it's not as good for you. The second one that is helpful is the instant tea, okay, and again, it's not quite as good as your brewed tea. Another thing that plays a role in the tea's fighting power is if it's been brewed, then how long it's been brewed, the temperature when it's been brewed, and the type of leaf you're looking at. So there's a lot of things that play a role in this. And to be honest with you, I didn't know all this either, but boy, there is a lot of stuff that plays a role in this. So when you have tea, make sure you're brewing it. Now I know McAllister's has nice sweet tea. Am I correct, ladies? So while it's tasty, keep in mind it is sweetened, so it does have the sugar in there, and probably not as much leaf base to it. So probably not as much health benefit to it if you're looking at that. If you're looking for flavor, go with it, okay? Tea contains antioxidants. We've heard that word. It's a common word. All that means is they have a lot of things in them that help fight off free radicals. And free radicals cause cell death. Okay? And when we have a lot of cell death or cell turnover, that's when our body can reproduce itself. But when it does, we can have more of that, which can cause, cancer plays a role in that. So we want a lot of antioxidants. That's where it's good here on this end, okay? Best one with the antioxidants, green tea, for sure, okay? Tea has less caffeine, okay, than coffee. I think most of us knew that already, but it does, and that's good. Caffeine over a long time can cause you to be more anxious, cause more trouble with insomnia, and it can raise your blood pressure temporarily, okay? So, and lastly, and one thing we're going to cover today is it can adversely affect your adrenal glands. Has anybody heard of adrenal glands? For a lot of you that's been through chemo, radiation, that's an important thing to know, because when your adrenal glands are weakened, your immune system's weakened, your energy's weakened, fatigue sets in, okay? And so that's something we want to make sure we keep in mind. So caffeine and sugar, those are things that inhibit adrenal gland function, and that's probably part of what a tea, the caffeine part we don't like as much. Tea may reduce your risk of heart attack and stroke. You know why? Those old polyphenols, those cytokines, those antioxidants. Basically what they do is they grab things that float through the body that can hurt or cause damaged cells to occur. So in other words, it shuts down your inflammation in your body, or helps shut it down, so it can help with heart disease and stroke. Weight loss. Does anybody here want to lose a pound or two maybe? Okay. All right. Weight loss. Weight loss is no different than any other symptom in your body. It's a symptom. Okay, so keep that in mind. And with any symptom, they all have a cause. Now, there's some help you can get from tea for weight loss. In other words, if you get true unsweetened tea and it's truly brewed, like back there, you're getting no calories. Okay, pretty cool. You are getting some caffeine, but you're getting a lot of those antioxidants. Okay, and if you can just do that, you're going to hydrate yourself. And they've proven that if you don't have over 300 milligrams of caffeine, which would be 3 cups of coffee, if you have less than that a day, you're not going to dehydrate yourself. You're actually hydrating yourself with drinking the teas, okay, which can help the weight loss as well. Tea gives you a sweet smile. Now, here's why. A lot of people don't realize that in teas, you have fluoride. Okay, so when you're having tea, you're helping your teeth. Now, there's a brown aspect to the tea, so that could be fighting a little bit. But there's also tannins in there, and tannins help to fight the plaque in your teeth. So you get a 2-for-1 on that, okay? Tea bolsters your immune system. Again, it bolsters your immune system because it helps with antioxidant function. All right? And again, remember, most of your teas have more fighting power than vitamin C or vitamin E. So not a bad deal. Tea protects against cancer. We talked about that. It can stop it. It can stop it from penetrating cells. It can also cause apoptosis. In other words, cause the cells cancer cells just to die. It can do that. Now, it hasn't been proven or unproven by the National Cancer Institute, but it's on the table. So that's good news. So there could be more fighting power than you're realizing. It helps keep you hydrated. We talked about that. Okay? Drink water, drink tea, keeps you hydrated, very important. That helps. Water, remember, water's key ingredient. Helps hydrate your body, which gets rid of toxic material, which is very important for you guys. Helps to hydrate your muscles, which gives you more energy. Okay? And so never forget that. How many people here on a sidebar, just away from tea, get 60 ounces of water a day? What do you think? Try, all right.
Work at it.
Yeah, give it all you got. Hey, keep working on that, okay? Keep working on getting fluids in your body for energy and for everything else. That's a big one. Tea is calorie-free. We talked about that. Let's just say for every tea that you have, instead of having a pop or a juice, you're saving yourself maybe 200, 250 calories. You do that over a full week, you can lose up to 1 pound a week just off of cutting down calories from reducing the drinks that have have sugar in them. Okay, that's not a bad deal. It also increases your metabolism. We talked about this. So if you want more energy, cytokines, the caffeine, it boosts your metabolism. Now, if you have enough green tea, about 5 cups of green tea a day, you can burn 70 to 80 more calories a day, which over a year can lose you 8 pounds by not doing anything else. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing only that for weight loss. We would always want to recommend that you guys get at least, 3 days a week at least of aerobic activity, okay, to help boost that up. People here, exercise, keep it up, yay. How about using weights? People are keeping very good. You gotta have those muscles, right? They burn a lot of calories. Don't let them shrink on yourself, okay?